They're putting a lot of money on the table. Big update on Trent AlexanderArnold today. Federico Chiesa progresses in training, but doubts about his return date remain. Hello, fellow supporter. Let's check out the latest news from the greatest club in the world. Liverpool is preparing to make a mega money offer in an attempt to secure Trent AlexanderArnold's stay at the club amid growing interest from Real Madrid. According to Mick Brown, former scout for Manchester United, Blackburn and West Ham, and a highly respected figure in football, Liverpool is determined to do everything possible to convince the right-back to renew his contract. Brown, in an exclusive conversation with Football Insider, revealed that the club is intensifying efforts to secure a new deal, despite speculation surrounding AlexanderArnold's future. At 26, the player can negotiate the terms of a pre-contract from January, ahead of a potential permanent move in the summer. This has led to Spanish giants Real Madrid showing interest in signing him as a possible replacement for the experienced Dani Carvajal. The Madrid club, which recently signed Kylian Mbappe, is looking to incorporate AlexanderArnold into their plans as part of their squad renewal, making him one of their new Galactico stars. Brown, who has extensive experience in football, particularly at Manchester United during the club's most successful era, told Football Insider that, while the player will likely delay his decision until the end of the season, Liverpool is fully committed to keeping the right back. They're doing everything they can to make sure he stays, said Brown. I've heard they are willing to make a substantial offer because they don't want to lose him. They will also take into account the cost of replacing him. In situations like this, paying higher wages can end up being a long-term saving. Fan perception is also crucial. Liverpool needs to be seen doing everything they can. If, despite all that, he decides to leave, it will be his choice, and the fans will have to accept it. But if the club doesn't make the effort to keep him, that could cause problems. What do you, Liverpool fan, think about this situation involving Trent AlexanderArnold? Do you think the club should offer a mega offer to secure his stay? Or do you think the player should move on if he decides to seek new challenges? Liverpool's interest in Bournemouth's defender Milos Kroos has been confirmed by respected transfer journalist Fabrizio Romano, sparking speculation about the club's plans to reinforce the left-back position. At just 21 years old, Kroos emerges as an exciting prospect, aligning with Liverpool's focus on recruiting young talents. Since his £15.5 million move from AZ Alkmaar in 2023, the player has impressed in the Premier League, registering 2 assists in 11 games this season. The Hungarian international is known for his versatility, energy, and technical ability, qualities that fit well with Liverpool's intense playing style. Romano mentioned that Manchester United is also showing interest, especially due to defensive problems caused by injuries. On his YouTube channel, he commented, "Manchester United is looking for a new left-back, and one player they have monitored even before Ruben Amorim is Milos Kroos. Liverpool is also keeping an eye on the player. Liverpool's director Richard Hughes knows the player well and his qualities, so they are monitoring Kroos. For Liverpool, however, the interest goes beyond a simple need. While Andy Robertson and Kostas Tsimikas are reliable options, both are advancing in age, suggesting that Kroos could be seen as a long-term solution for the position. Competition for Kroos' signature will be fierce. It is unlikely that Bournemouth will part with their star for a low price, and Manchester United's defensive problems, with the absence of Luke Shaw and Tyrell Malacia, heighten the urgency of the search. The initial £15.5 million investment could rise due to the demand for high-level young defenders, further increasing the player's value. However, Romano warned of caution regarding a potential transfer. Liverpool certainly appreciates the player, but before confirming any move, we need to wait. They certainly like him, but we'll have to see if they move forward with negotiations. The potential arrival of Kroos at Anfield would align with Liverpool's strategy of building a young and sustainable team. In addition to his technical qualities, his experience in 2 major leagues at just 21 years old could bring the necessary maturity for an elite defender. However, Liverpool's cautious approach suggests that the club will not engage in a bidding war unless the financial and strategic conditions are favorable. Liverpool fans can await Romano's report with cautious optimism, as the club has been strategic in its signings, seeking emerging talents who can make an immediate impact and also guarantee long-term value. Kroos fits well within this profile, but any movement will be carefully considered to ensure it aligns with the club's financial priorities. Federico Chiesa has shown progress in his return to full fitness, but manager Arne Slot has yet to reveal an exact date for his return to action for Liverpool. It has been nearly 2 months since Chiesa's last appearance for the team, which occurred in a match against West Ham in the League Cup, where he played for about an hour. Given the forward's injury history in Italy, concerns about his availability are understandable. However, Liverpool is taking a cautious approach to Chiesa's return, managing his recovery slowly and carefully. In an interview last Friday, Slot commented, "Diogo Jota is still out of the group, as is Federico, who is returning to the session maybe in a workout today. All of them are expected to be back within a few weeks, but the final stage of recovery is always the toughest. So, let's wait and see." The manager also mentioned that Chiesa was later seen training with the first team. Initially, it was expected that he would only participate in warm-ups. But to everyone's surprise, he was also seen playing in small-sided games. Although it's possible that Chiesa left the session shortly after the cameras stopped recording, seeing him playing without apparent pain was a relief for fans. While it can be frustrating to see players training but not participating in matches, there is a good reason for this. Liverpool's fitness team is taking a careful pace to ensure that Chiesa is not overburdened. As Slot repeatedly emphasized, the final stage of recovery is always the toughest. In mid-November, journalist James Pearce from The Athletic revealed that Liverpool is giving Chiesa a mini preseason to help him improve his fitness and meet the demanding intensity of Slot's training. This makes sense, as Chiesa didn't have the chance to undergo a full preseason with Liverpool before the season started. On November 1st, Arne Slot himself discussed the cases of Alisson, Jota, and Chiesa, saying, "I think I've said this a few times already. It's always difficult to say exactly when they're ready because especially the final stage of recovery can take a few more days or fewer. The fact is they won't be available before the international break, and we'll see if they can join us after that." Thank you so much for watching until the end. See you next time.